Hello there, welcome to today's video about why we get stressed. There are many different causes of stress. However, after studying the brain at Oxford University and then doing more research in my PhD at UCL, so University College London, I sincerely believe that the most common cause of stress in our everyday lives is cognitive overload. In every waking moments of our lives, our brains are bombarded with information, including sights, sounds, smells, tastes, all kinds of sensations, which we need to process in order to understand what is going on. This is known as cognitive load. We have a set amount of processing ability in our brains, which is called our cognitive capacity. This capacity helps us to pay attention, to learn, to understand, and to make memories according to the needs and demands of the situation at the time. Neuroscientists agree that once we've used up all this capacity, we cannot create any more room to process information. If we were computers, we can simply plug in an extra memory drive and create tons more space to hold the information. But humans cannot do that. We are not machines. We are far, far more limited than that. Now, don't get me wrong. We humans are a clever species. We are capable of incredible inventiveness. And over the centuries, especially in the recent decades, we have created the most amazing technologies that have changed the way that we live our lives. However, we are still limited by the available cognitive capacity we have to process the information around us. As our lives get busier and more complicated, and our time becomes dominated by digital technology, and screen time gets longer and longer with each and every passing year, we are being bombarded with so much information that we're being required to work right at the limit of our processing capacity every single day. In order to understand stress, it's really important to understand that underneath all of our technology and sophisticated lives, we're still pretty basic animals in our physiology, in the way that our bodies and minds work. Human evolution is incredibly slow. We can learn to adapt quite quickly, but we as a species are not evolving at the same speed. So many of the systems in our body are really too primitive to cope with the hectic lives that we are living today. Our bodies would suit a caveman's existence amazingly, but we have not evolved enough yet to cope with the demands of modern life. For example, we really need much bigger brains than we have at the moment, or at least a better ability to process all of this information that we are generating. But if we are waiting for human evolution to solve this problem, it will be thousands of years before any changes like that would actually occur. So back to the reality of what is happening now. We need to appreciate that at the moment, the way that we are living means that we're being required to work right at the limits of our cognitive capacity with very little room left in our minds. As a result, it is easy to become overwhelmed and reach a state of cognitive overload, where we simply do not have enough cognitive resources left to deal with the information that has been sent to our brains. We have no space left to pay attention, to learn, to understand, or to commit anything to memory. When any organ reaches its capacity, warning chemicals such as hormones are sent out, and this is the stress response. The stress response is a very primitive response, it is purely reflex. We are often not aware that it is happening, but once these stress hormones are released, they have a profound effect in our bodies, and not all of it is good. For example, a lot of the common physical and mental health problems that we suffer from are actually a consequence of this stress response. So living, especially the way that we're living today, is stressful, principally because of the danger of cognitive overload. And this can lead to both physical and mental health problems. However, this does not mean that there's nothing we can do about it. There are soothing stress strategies that can reduce the impact and promote health and well-being. I can help you find those strategies that suit you best. To find out more, please do visit my website at soothingstressstrategies.com. I look forward to talking to you soon again, to tell you more about the weird and wonderful ways that our body and mind tries to deal with stress. Look out for my next video on my Facebook page and also on my YouTube channel. Bye for now.